You've created your Microsoft list, but sometimes it can be impossible to keep track of all of the changes. This is where the rules feature in lists can really help you out. To create a rule for a Microsoft list, go to the toolbar at the top of the screen and click the drop down next to the word Automate. Then choose Rules and create a rule. The rules are used to allow you to take an action or get a notification when information changes on your list. The four options we currently have are when an item is modified, a new item is created, an item is deleted, or a date approaches. The two most commonly used are when a new item is created or a date approaches, but we're going to look at all four. So we'll start with when an item is modified. And all you have to do is work through the prompts here in the center of the screen. When an item is modified, you have two options to decide how often you want to be notified or an action will be taken. Click the drop down next to the word if, and you can switch it to always so that every time an item is added to the list, something will happen. In this scenario, the manager didn't want that many notifications, so we're going to use the if condition. And then you can choose a column from the list. So we're going to select status, and then we're going to choose a condition, and you have the choices of is anything, is a specific value, is one of, or is not. In this case, we're looking for a specific value. And we're going to say it's ready for review. The next option is to send an email, but you can also click the drop down and set a specific value. For this example, we're going to stick with send an email. You can choose one of the values from the drop down list or type one or more names to select from the global address list. In this example, we're going to send notifications to Adele and Alex. You can add a custom message to add additional context that will show up in the email that SharePoint will automatically create. Add any details that make sense for your business process. In this example, I'm going to keep it simple. When you're done, go to the bottom right-hand corner and click Create. Now you're on the Manage Rules screen. And notice that there is a limitation of up to 15 rules per list. This is where you can toggle a rule on or off. If you select it, you can modify the rule. For example, I no longer need to be notified when the status is ready for review. Or you can go to the bottom left corner of the dialog box and select Delete Rule. Since I modified the rule, I'll click Save, and then we're going to go to the upper left corner of the dialog box and select Create Rule. This time, we're going to look at a new item is created. The default is to always send an email whenever a new item is added to the list. The manager this task tracker was created for said that that's way too many notifications. So we selected the drop down for always and selected if condition. Then for the choose a column, we're going to select priority. Under choose a condition, we chose is one of, and then selected high from the list in the column. And then from here, you can add whoever you need to send the email to. For this scenario, we're sending the email to the senior leader to let them know that something that is high priority is coming their way. And as before, you can add a custom message to go with this notification. The alternate scenario is we can switch it back to always and then send a notification to the admin in charge of the manager's schedule so that they have visibility of everything that is on the task tracker. Either scenario works, it just depends on your business process. When your rule is done, click Create. We're going to go back to Create a Rule and select An Item is Deleted. There's only one choice here, and that's to send an email every time something is deleted. Enter a name into the field, Or you can select one from the dropdown. In this case, I'm going to choose me since I'm the one who created the list and I am the one managing it. When you're done, go to the bottom right-hand corner and click Create. Go back to Create a Rule and select A Date Approaches. This only works if you have a date column in your list. For this rule, say how many days before. So in this example, we're going to say 3 days before the deadline for the leader. We want to send an email to the person who is responsible for taking that action. Rules are simple notifications, and you can't set up dynamic parameters to change the name based on certain conditions. If you need something like that, you'll need to use Power Automate. In this scenario, we only had one manager who needed to be notified. Therefore, the simple rules were sufficient. We've looked at one example of each rule based on a task tracker scenario, but there are several use cases for these rules. One of the examples from the Microsoft support page is to send a notification when a price changes during the procurement cycle. On this new list, we're going to go back to Automate, Rules, Create a Rule, and select An Item is Modified. In this scenario, we want to know if the cost of an item on our list of things to buy has changed since we did the estimate. Under Choose a Condition, I want to say if the value is greater than a specific number. This type of rule is often used to identify a price change above a set tolerance or if the cost of an item will require a second approval. We're looking for outliers. Most of the items on this sample list are $500 or less. Therefore, if the price change is above $500, the person approving the purchase needs to be notified. We're going to create this rule, and then I'm going to modify the list and say that the computer has gone up significantly because the price of RAM and video cards has increased. It can take a few minutes, but SharePoint will send an email letting you know that the cost has changed, and there's a button that you can click to go to the item on the list. Here you can view all of the details, including any comments or notes that were added. For my workflow, I prefer to use the comments feature in Microsoft Lists instead of adding a separate column with all of the notes, because this way you can see a date timestamp associated with any conversation around the list item. If you're trying to create a rule and you're getting an error, the Microsoft support article says the most likely scenario is incorrect permissions. You might need to contact the owner of the list or the library and verify that you have contribute instead of view only permission. Now that we've looked at a few examples of how to use rules and Microsoft Lists, leave a comment below and share some of the ways that you plan on or have used rules in your lists. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.